equally in meeting up this challenge.
Pathikrit, Payne, I want to ask you, how big a challenge is this and how real and the scale at which we are talking about in terms of the challenge?
Gauri, it's a huge challenge given the fact that in the realm of hybrid warfare, the dimensions of war are changing fundamentally. If you look at what happened in case of Saudi Arab, they used the Qasef-1 military grade drones. The Houthis actually used it, and they sent around 30 odd drones to actually target the Afghan refinery. And around 17 of them actually detonated, even though the rest could not. And even in spite of the fact that the Patriot air defense system of Saudi Arab could not detect these drones. So that's a huge challenge. And look at what they have done in case of Saudi Arab. Their ability to refine oil has come down by literally 50%. So that's the kind of threat that we are looking at. Secondly, let's understand, I agree to a certain extent what Group Captain Mehta said. So when it comes to the issues of Air Force, they are mostly related to strategic air defense. When it comes to this kind of a threat, first of all, what we need is an anti-drone policy. The government still does not have come up with an anti-drone policy. We hope that they will come out soon with that. Secondly, when it comes to border guarding or protection of critical infrastructure protection, these are the areas, these are the domains of organizations like BSF, these are the or SSB or ITBP, and in case of critical infrastructure protection, that's a job of CISF. So when you talk about this kind of a threat, I think it's more important for the border guarding forces to have an anti-drone architecture in place and anti-drone equipments in place rather than depending entirely on the Indian Air Force or Indian Army. The reason is, Gauri, when you have a drone which is very small in size and goes very fast, at times the air defense system may not be able to locate them, especially when they fly very low. So this kind of a challenge has a different kind of an architecture which is primarily to be taken care of by the border guarding forces and CISF. Of course, the Air Force would have a definite role to play, but I think the dimensions of warfare has changed so much phenomenally when it comes to protection of critical infrastructure. We have to take it very seriously, and this was only, it was forthcoming. For the last 3-4 years, ISIS has used drones significantly in case of Middle East.
So
it was
are we
only
to
a matter
believe
of time that these terror organizations who learn from each other would try to replicate it?
Yes. Okay, Pathikrit.
So I'll tell you one thing. So first is basically surveillance. Many of the.
Give me 10 seconds. Give me 10
Second
seconds.
is
Give me 10
logistics.
seconds. Pathikrit, give me
Unfortunately,
10
that's also
seconds.
very-
I'm going to come back to you. I want to quickly get in Wing Commander Abhishek on this.